Just west of Indianapolis, Indiana, in Avon, there is a really neat coin shop with a super cool owner. Hey, if you enjoy coin shop videos, be sure to subscribe. Yeah. So how you been, man?
We've been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the first quiet all day.
Yeah, man. Anything else you want to show the viewers?
Let me go find something for you.
Yeah, you got it. Well, Tommy's looking. This is the kind of stuff that's cool about his shop. I'm like, look on his desk. Bag of pocket knives.
That's true.
You got
I did.
Cool
I got a bag of pocket knives.
This place is like a museum, Tommy.
So this is kind of fun. This is from the former kingdom of Hawaii.
Okay.
Unfortunately, somebody did feel the need to dip that out at some point, but it's kind of retoned. It's not a terrible example.
Yeah.
Those are fairly scarce.
Yeah. So if anybody is a stacker turned collector, just know, dipping coins is pretty much a no-no. You don't want to take away the value that old patina is.
Especially not on your copper.
Yeah.
And here's another fun thing. So this is a campaign token, 1872 presidential campaign.
Oh wow, 1872.
It's hold as made, so it would have had a hole like that originally.
Oh really? Okay, somebody didn't.
Somebody wanted to show their support of Ulysses Grant. They might have adorned that.
I know you love the political stuff. You campaign buttons and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I want to see a modern, what I would consider kind of a modern rarity.
Sure.
I'll show you something
I'm up
fun.
for anything. That's
So apparently this is not permissible on eBay these days, but do you remember, T, have you seen the silver Norfed pieces?
Yeah, I remember Norfed.
Check that out.
Whoa, I didn't know they made gold ones.
They did.
Oh, wow.
They're fairly scarce.
Yeah. So the guy, it's $1,000. Wow, face value. So the story is, do you remember the guy's name?
I do not.
There was a gentleman who decided to make his own currency. Long story short, he got in big trouble with the government for it. And now these pieces are collector pieces. And I'm sure most of my viewers have probably seen the silver version of this. And actually, I think this is his wife, was the model for the Norfed.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
He was based out of, I believe, Evansville.
He's from Indiana? Mm-hmm. Oh, not a fellow Hoosier?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
For all the right reasons, too, right? It's
yeah, that's not something you see
kind of
every day.
it's kind of a fun story. I don't remember all the specifics of it. They did give him his bullion back after it had been seized. Eventually, he was able to get it back. But I'm sure after a lot of legal battles. This, I cannot figure out why it's graded a 66. I've looked and looked, can't figure it out. But these are a fairly low mintage piece, and they're quite a bit collectible. If you go onto eBay, you'll see these routinely trade for roughly an average of like $5,000.
Holy smokes.
So
wow.
For a modern coin, it's kind of cool. You don't see a lot of that.
Yeah, that is sharp. Bucking Bronco.
But they graded at 66, which for a modern non-circulating coin is not good.
Yeah, right.
That would have been an example of something that should have been left in original box as well. Mm-hmm. But I've looked and looked at it, can't figure out why the grade. Mm-hmm. I don't know, it might be something we crack at some point and just see what happens. Mm-hmm. It's possible it's a clerical error. Don't know.
Yeah, I've heard of people sending the same coins in multiple times and getting multiple, different grades from different, not only different grading services, but going back to the same one a little ways down the road and getting a different grade.
So I call that the crack out grade game. Mm-hmm. So grading is subjective.
Yeah.
Perfect example of that. So here is a MS-70 Silver Eagle, mm-hmm. and there's a milk spot under the T in Liberty. Mm-hmm. I think that's the only glaring thing that I saw. But me personally, that's an unacceptable blemish to have on a coin graded a 70.
Oh, so yeah, it's clear as day right
grading
there.
is subjective, and You could send the same thing, get different grades. You can sometimes buy coins from companies that maybe aren't considered top tier. So like an old PCI or SEGs, you can crack those coins. Sometimes they'll cross. As an experiment one time, I cracked out a 1879S Morgan dollar. It was in a PCGS holder. They gave it a 64 plus.
Was it a Rattler?
No, it was a modern holder.
Okay.
And so, just for fun, I wanted to see what happened if I sent it to Annex. Because me personally, I feel that Annex grades dollars a little hard, like Morgan and Peace dollars. So a lot of times I'll see in Annex holders, I'll see like MS64, MS63 graded Morgan dollars. I'm like, these are nice coins for the grade, right? So just for fun, and again, it doesn't mean your results will be the same. But so I cracked that, I sent it, and I got a 63. So it dropped a point and a half.
Okay, ouch.
Right?
Yeah.
But that was just kind of a fun little experiment just to see what would happen.
Speaking of the fact that it's subjective, so let me ask you this. What do you think about AI coin grading? Having a computer do it, artificial intelligence, as opposed to a human who is fallible?
So there was actually a company that did something very similar at one point in time called CompuGrade. It had some computer software they had designed to grade coins, and they used a very similar grading system that we have today, except for it used decimals. So you could have got a Morgan dollar graded, say like MS 63.4, which would have been better than like most 63s, but not as good as the next grade up.
Super precise.
The grading was not popular. The company wasn't popular.
Do you need to get the phone? Feel free.
If it's important to leave me a message. My guess is, since it said it was unavailable, it's probably one of those robocall things.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of those lately.
As far as modern technology grading the coins, I think I still prefer people do it. So eBay has like an AI thing when you're making a listing, and you can click on there and have them do it. And you get a lot of bloviated language. So it'll be like, this such and such was produced by such and such, and this would be a excellent addition to anybody's collection, and so would be happy to own this. Well, it's just a bunch of like salesman lingo that I don't care for. And so so I know for eBay doing the sales, I'm not a fan of that. To have them make the sales post. So I'm assuming with grading, unless somebody really put a lot of time into it, it would probably reflect, solely the thoughts or opinions of the people designing that software. So I guess it depends on how good of a grader makes that software, huh?
Yeah. Last grading question. NGGX, the 10-point grading scale.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with that, or are you old school and against it, or open to the idea?
I'm not necessarily against it. I think that grading is confusing enough, and so now we've introduced this new system. So I haven't figured out how to really price those coins. So if someone brings me in an Eagle. And it's a 70, I know what to do with that. If they bring me in a 10, I know what to do with that.
Yeah.
But let's say you bring me one and it's 8.5. Do I price that as a raw coin? Do I price it as a 69? I'm not sure if that makes sense.
Have any of those trickled in yet?
What the market? I haven't seen many.
Okay.
And so I'm just not sure market-wise what to do with those pieces yet.
Yeah.
I think for guys that are used to collecting like comic books, cards and things like that, that it might make coins more appealing to younger generations.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what to make of it yet. I think it could be good for the hobby long term.
Yeah.
Just like anything, there's going to be growing pains. Real quick, one of the thoughts on the AI that I didn't really get out there is I don't think we'll ever really be able to replace the human aspect of that. So a guy brought in an 89cc Morgan dollar earlier today, and it had some cleaning, but it wasn't harsh, it wasn't terrible. And if you get 4 or 5 coins in, say, like an AU details holder, they're all cleaned. They're not necessarily all going to look the same, and they won't necessarily sell for the same, because like his coin, it had a light dip or light wipe at one point in time. He actually admitted to doing it as a child. I think he said in like 1963.
Oh gosh.
So it had retoned pretty well from that. It's been stored in an envelope where it had kind of retoned. So it really didn't look that bad. I went on eBay and there was one that looked like it had been cleaned with sandpaper. So there's a human element to the grading where eye appeal is a factor, and I'm not really sure how you would replicate that with the software.
I know exactly what you mean. I've seen, I collect the Libertons, and I've seen them graded, same grade, and they look like two different coins. And it's just like the eye appeal. There's maybe the number of scratches is almost identical, and the number of minute little, variances is almost identical. But the flat out eye appeal was very, very different. So I get that. All right. Anything else, Tommy, before I do some shopping? And I see you have a customer that just walked in, and you were kind enough to ignore a phone call or two.
I tried to convince Joe to be on camera, but it still isn't happening yet. I still think to get like a fence.
Yeah.
We'll just have him from here up.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely appreciate coming out. Appreciate all your viewers watching. I hear that the channel's grown a lot. You were explaining that you had kind of a viral moment.
Had a viral video. I'm pretty much a grinder, and I've just been grinding away, enjoying the hobby, making videos, taking my fans along with me, having fun. And lo and behold, I had a viral video, and it brought quite a bit of interest to my channel. And so I'm approaching 18K now. Hopefully I'll be there in the next few weeks or so. And it's kind of cool to check back with you every once in a while whenever I'm down here in Indy, and let you know how the channel grows.
Absolutely. As your channel grows, not only is your content changing, but you go into the comments, and you can learn a lot from scrolling through and just reading comments, maybe what markets are like in different places, or people's experience with the hobby. So that's been kind of fun to scroll through the videos and just see what's going on in the comment section.
I feel the same way, because I feel like when I come in here, I learn something new all the time. And there's experts all over the country, literally all over the world. And you're right, they are kind enough to take a minute to bang out a couple, 2-3 sentence comment and educate the rest of us. So, well,
It's good stuff.
I appreciate your time, my friend, and I'm looking forward to doing a little shopping in here. Thanks again, Tommy. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Hey, special thank you to these channel members who support my efforts to bring you videos just like this one. If you'd like to join the growing ranks of channel members, just hit that little join button below. Thank you for watching. Now let me show you what I purchased. Sometimes you just walk into a coin shop and you're in the mood to pick up some Morgan dollars, and that's what happened to me. And take a look at these beauties that I picked up. Hey, if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more of Tommy, be sure to click on one of those videos that you see on the left or right down on the screen. Thanks for watching, everybody.